Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on The Flash Season 8 and wow. Just wow, we got some stuff to talk about. So filming has been going on for around 6 weeks or something like that for The Flash Season 8, can't remember exactly, but as you would expect, there have been set photos that have come out here and there, over that 6 weeks for certain episodes that are taking part in this 5-part Armageddon event crossover thing that will be opening up the season. Now, of course, we knew that there would be a plethora of guest stars coming over to The Flash from other shows, or just reprising their roles from other crossovers, but with some of them, we weren't too sure, the direction they were going to take those characters and what role they would play in the story of this, upcoming event. But thanks to some new set photos, we did get a big reveal, which has a lot of people talking, as well as some confirmation of a few people's predictions and queries in regards to a couple of characters, but also another character in particular and where they might go with this character going forward. Now, just to start off, at first, I wasn't going to make a video on this because it is quite a spoiler. So that's why this video is a day or two later from when these photos originally hit the internet. However, they are everywhere. The photos are everywhere, and people are asking me to talk about it and what I think about them and everything like that. So I would assume fairly confidently that most of you watching have heard about or at least seen the photos even already. And if you didn't know about it and you hadn't seen them and would have preferred to, have not, I'm sorry. I am sorry, but seeing all this was all out there in such a massive way already, and I think everyone that's on the internet that even dabbles in looking this the Flash stuff up or on YouTube would have eventually seen this before the episode aired anyway. So I just felt like it would have been silly for me not to discuss all of what is going on. So yeah, sorry if you did get spoiled, but it was already out there in such a large degree. But yeah, let's talk about it. But of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know your various opinions, thoughts, reactions to all this in the comments section down below, and just what you think is going on. Always curious to read what you guys are thinking. And of course, if you're hyped to see this and excited for what's coming, and you just enjoy the video, want to drop a like on the video to show all that as well. And also, credit for all these photos will be found in the description down below for those curious. There's going to be 3 or 4 different sources that I link, so you can find them all down there. So thank you to the people that provided the photos. So let's start it off. We're not just going to start with an appetizer or, some finger food. Let's just jump to, let's straight to the main course, and then we'll finish off with some dessert, because all this stuff is pretty good. So the first thing is, yep, you see it. You're seeing it on screen. It's a new speedster suit. It's a new reverse Flash suit. But it's not Tom Cavanagh or even Matt Letcher in this suit. It's actually Grant Gustin. Grant Gustin, aka Barry Allen, is in this new yellow speedster suit. And for those wondering, well, is it just a yellow Flash suit? I mean, we have Kid Flash. Is this meant to be like Barry from another Earth or another sort of potential timeline that where he becomes Kid Flash or something? No, as you can see on this photo here, he has the reverse Flash symbol. It's the other way around. This is meant to be the reverse Flash, or a reverse Flash, or a take or alternate version, whatever you want to call it, or younger. It's reverse Flash at the very least. Now, as you can see in this other set photo, he is with Damien Dark. Now, we know heading into this crossover event that there is going to be an alliance between Reverse Flash and Damien Dark. Now, whether this is the alliance and they sort of twisted it where it's not necessarily the Tom Cavanagh version that's going to have that alliance, or it could be both versions. It could be the Tom Cavanagh version who's like a later version of Reverse Flash, and then whatever this version is as well, and they both have an alliance with Damien Dark. And don't worry, Tom Cavanagh is in this event as Reverse Flash. He's reprising that role as well, but obviously it's not this version here. Now, just quickly, he does have this thing on his chest. I don't know if it's meant to be sort of a take on the tachyon thing. The photo, because it's lit up and the photo sort of blurs with it, or what do you want to call it, you don't get a clear picture of what it is exactly. I'm not too sure exactly what it is. If you have any theories as to what he could be wearing over his chest, let me know, because it is covering the reverse Flash symbol as well. So it's not it's not like it's meant to be a part of the suit straight up, because there's a reverse Flash emblem under that. So yeah, I'm not too sure. It could be a tachyon thing. It could be something that prevents him from being affected by something. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see. But in regards to the suit itself, it's interesting because it's a combination of what the current Flash suit is, that Grant Gustin wears, just it's been wearing since season 6. I guess technically season 5, but they replaced the whole. But, season 6, he got the new cowl, and season 7, I think they made slight changes, but it was pretty much the same suit as season 6. And this is a combination of that, but of course, yellow. However, it does have like the leather patches and stuff, and like the weird sort of different like looking patches that the original Reverse Flash suit had. So it's sort of like a combination of the two, and I really like the suit. However, there is one big thing, is that the entire suit is yellow now, and he's got red boots as well, which is a big thing. So this is very, very comic accurate to Reverse Flash. So in the comics, Reverse Flash, as you'd expect, his color scheme is the reverse of the Flash. So the Flash is completely red, has like little, gold or yellow, like maybe like a belt thing or something around the waist, and some stuff on the arms, and of course the earpieces, and his boots. His boots are yellow or gold. But the Reverse Flash is completely yellow, and all those other little bits that are usually yellow with the Flash are red on the Reverse Flash, including his boots. So here you're getting that very, very comic accurate look for Reverse Flash, and it makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder, and I wonder whether people are thinking the same thing. Is this meant to be a younger Reverse Flash? Is this meant to be a younger Eobard Thawne? In the comics, in not every single iteration, but in some of the ones that people like to take as like the main canon, he or Eobard Thawne gets plastic surgery to make himself look like Barry Allen. They pretty much look identical because Eobard Thawne goes out of his way to get plastic surgery to make himself look like Barry Allen. So not only are they both speedsters and everything like that, but they look similar. They look similar. In the comics, it's very important to remember that Eobard and Barry are, white, blonde hair, everything like that. They look similar. Obviously, on the show, it's different. When we've had Eobard Thawne, like the original one, he has blonde hair, but Barry on the show is, got brown hair. So they don't really look, similar at all. So there is the chance that throughout this Armageddon event, we are potentially getting like a Reverse Flash Origins thing where we are meeting this younger Eobard Thawne, and when he first takes on that, Reverse Flash mantle, along with that, comic accurate stuff from the comics as well, where he looks like Barry Allen as well. That could be what they're doing here. I mean, you got the full-on comic accurate suit. It's like what the Flash is wearing at the moment, the same type of suit with some little changes with like leather patches here. It feels like they're mashing the older Reverse Flash suit and this one to get like just a yellow version of the Flash's current suit together. There's a lot going on, and I'm very curious to see how it plays out in the actual episode. To note, I haven't read any information of what was said on set because I don't want myself to be spoiled outside of these photos. So I'm not even going to touch that stuff. If you want to look at it, try and find some stuff what people were saying that was happening on set, fair enough. I'm just going to base it off the photos because that's all the spoilers that I want. But yeah, I'm very intrigued to see how this plays out, what the explanation is, and the ramifications potentially going forward, because it definitely piques my interest. But that's not the only new suit that was seen on set. And this is something that I potentially was like 50-50 on whether it was going to happen, and we're actually going to see it happen in the Armageddon crossover. And, I'm sort of like, once again, like 50-50 whether I'm actually annoyed it got spoiled or not. But that's actually Ryan Choi. He officially becomes the Atom in this crossover. So we know that Brandon Routh's Ray Palmer, or the Atom, is in episode 1. We don't know if he goes past that point. We don't know what happens to him. We know that he's left Legends of Tomorrow, and we felt that we thought that Brandon Routh had sort of moved on from playing the Atom. So maybe his appearance in the first bit of this Armageddon crossover is like a farewell sort of episode or episodes, and then the mantle is passed on to Ryan Choi, who we of course originally met in Crisis, and they didn't follow on from that, but they never said, okay, he's meant to be appearing in Legends. Like, they just sort of introduced him into the universe, and he was very, very new to all this superhero stuff, like just interacting there. So it would have been weird if they just chucked him head first into all of a sudden being a superhero. So I'm interested to see how they handle it in this Armageddon event, to the point where he then adopts, might I say, the Atom mantle and everything like that. Now, in regards to his suit, oh my god, it is so comic accurate, it's not even funny. We had that extremely comic accurate Reverse Flash suit just then, and now we have this. I feel like I've been slapped with a comic book and gone, hey, here's your breakfast, but that doesn't sound very good. Here's your dessert. Here's the dessert. Here's your ice cream, because man, this looks really, really good. It might look a bit goofy, but all comic book suits are. If you're going to be comic accurate, they're going to look a bit goofy and a bit cheesy. And you know what? I love the cheese. Give me the cheese. But in this next shot, this actually gets me really interested, because I'm excited to see what they're doing here. So you can see this photo here, and he's pointing and he's like pressing down like the little laser, little lights going on. Now I think what we're going to be seeing in this thing is what you're seeing here is that he's being able to shrink stuff, like we saw with Ray Palmer. He was able to like sort of like shrink stuff as well, I think, by pressing something on his arm. But it also can in the comics he can change like the weight of something. So the best example I can give, just so you can get like two contrasting contrasting like sort of things, is that he can make a big rock or boulder the weight of a marshmallow. So you could go up and pick up this massive boulder and just feel like the weight of a marshmallow that you get out of a packet and toast. Or he could go make a marshmallow the weight of a boulder. You know, he can make that the weight of it change, but not make the size change. But then he can make the size change as well. He can make that boulder shrink into the size of a marshmallow, and he can make that marshmallow expand into the size of that boulder. You know what I mean? So he can change the size without changing the weight, maybe, you know, if he wants to, I guess, but also he can change the weight of something without changing the size. Hopefully that makes sense, and it wouldn't surprise me too much if that's what he's doing here, whether it's the weight thing or the size thing or a bit of both. But yeah, his suit looks cool. I can't tell if he's got the atom symbol on his forehead. I think he might. It's just got that shadow there, and I don't know if in the first photo you can really see it either. You can't really, but it's probably black, so maybe that's why it's hard to tell in these photos. But yeah, his suit looks really cool and I like it. And there are a couple of final shots here, just include some guest characters, so no new suits. There's Sentinel, who was Alex Danvers from Supergirl, which will be over by the time this airs. Now, apparently she's, I think she is either tied for first or she's second in regards to the guest role screen time. So I think she's in 4 of the episodes, I think. 3 or 4 of the episodes. Not in all of them, but I think she's either in 3 or 4 of the 5 episodes. So she's in a lot of them, apparently. And I think she might be tied with, well, I guess it would be either Tom Cavanagh or Damien Dark, or Reverse Flash or Damien Dark. I think that's who she would be tied with. I think they play it around the same size of a role, but we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, we can see her there with Ryan Choi. Then we have Chillblaine. He's coming back. I know there's going to be complaints about this, but Chillblaine was originally introduced in the Armageddon story in the comics, so I actually like the fact he's there. I wish they didn't have him wearing this suit again. I mean, dude, wear a shirt. It's not Magic Mike. I don't mind the jacket. If the jacket, why don't put up the jacket? Like, do up the jacket. It looked cool. It looked really comic accurate as well. Why are we trying to make Magic Mike the character? I don't know. Zip it up, dude. We don't need to see it all the time. And finally, we have Killer Frost. So they're all in this scene. With this scene, I'm interested to see if it takes place in the future. I'm going to assume it takes place in the present day. But it had all these neon lights in the background, and the Arrowverse tends to use like neon lights to sometimes indicate a different time, whether it's the past or the future. But maybe it's just something's going on where they need these purple lights. Maybe there's something going on that's giving off purple energy, and that's why they have these lights. But yeah, I thought it was going to be some future stuff, but all these characters started showing up, so that probably isn't the case. But yeah, that's all to talk about. But man, it was enjoyable to talk about, and I can't wait to see what what else comes from set potentially, or just in DC fandom in under 2 weeks' time, because I'm sure the trailer that they show potentially hints at some of the stuff we're seeing, or alludes to it at the very least. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it, show support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various thoughts. Do you think that's Barry as Reverse Flash, like as like an alternate version of himself, or do you think that's a younger version of Eobard Thawne that looks like Barry? Which one do you think? Alternate Barry Allen, or actually just a younger Eobard Thawne? Let me know in the comment section down below. And what are your thoughts on the new Atom suit and everything else that's shown in this video? I'm very curious to read what you guys have to say. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.